Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Javon Keys. It's now time for Frontline Business. Access Financial Services is reporting that the COVID-19 pandemic took a toll on its revenues for the 9 months ended December 31, 2020. Now, net profit amounted to $128 million, down from $369 million during the same period in 2019. In addition, loan payment declined year over year due to the decline in economic activity. Now, net operating income for the 9 months amounted to $1.35 billion, a decrease of $345 million or 20%. Meanwhile, listed company Caribbean Producers Jamaica Limited (CPJ) says it's proceeding cautiously in scaling up operations due to a longer than anticipated COVID-19 vaccine rollout, the second wave of the virus, as well as the lockdowns in North America and Europe. Now, it says in the wake of lockdowns and travel restrictions, there is uncertainty around forecasts for tourist arrivals and group sales for the remaining 2 quarters of the current fiscal year. The outlook was attached to the CPJ 6-month financial results published on Wednesday. Gross operating revenue amounted to $24.3 million, down from $59.4 million in the prior year. CPJ incurred a $2.7 million loss. Now on to some news in Canada. Now, Canada's largest movie theatre chain, Cineplex, on Thursday announced that it's ready to turn its movie theatres into temporary COVID-19 vaccination sites. Now, the company's CEO, Ellis Jacob, says he has reached out to provincial public health agencies nationwide to pitch the idea. Mr. Jacobs says while no decision has been made, he believes health leaders will be very interested and receptive to the idea. He says Cineplex theaters in smaller markets could be especially helpful because they are spaces that can accommodate people at all times and are familiar to local residents. Now on to stocks. In Thursday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index declined by 2,026 points to close at under 3,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 84 stocks, of which 34 advanced, 42 declined, and 8 traded firm. The junior market index advanced by 6.6 points to close at under 2,000 units. Stocks advanced for Burita Investments, Berger Paints Jamaica, Cargo Handlers, Siboney Group, and Dolphin Cove Limited. Stocks declined for 138 Student Living Jamaica, Access Financial Services, Caribbean Cement Company, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, and Caribbean Producers Jamaica Limited. While trading firm were Blue Power Group, CAC 2000 9.5% cumulative redeemable preference shares, CAC 2000 regular shares, Epley Limited 8.75% preference shares due in 2023, and JMB Group 7% VR JMD CR preference shares. Now, QWI Investments Limited was the volume leader with 4.2 million units, followed by Wigton Wind Farm Limited ordinary shares with 3.9 million units, and Jamaican Teas Limited with 2.8 million units. And now the foreign exchange. Now on to commodities. Oil prices fell on Thursday, giving up some of the recent strong gains, although losses were curbed by production cuts and hopes that rollouts of vaccines will drive a recovery in demand. Now, Brent crude fell 39 cents to settle at $61.08 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude slid 35 cents to settle at $58.33 a barrel. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Javon Keys. Pleasant viewing.